If you don't know, I used to know how to animate on Blender. I taught myself at about 12 or 13 years old. Picture was taken December 27th, 2014. Okay? I made a cube on my dad's laptop. Like a Dell laptop, bro. Probably should have exploded. Okay? I made a birthday cake. Okay? It's me making the birthday cake. Blender. Okay? Quit Blender. It's because I could never figure out how to make that damn Boeing. I'm trying to see if I can find the video. Here it is. 12 years ago, bro. 12 years ago. Now this is, bro.
Place.
Again, redoing my teacup. I 3D printed it. Unfortunately, I think it got like lost or trashed or something. So I don't have that anymore. But that's just a little bit of what I had. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove to you guys that, yo, I was my bag. I was really in my bag. So I'm trying to reteach myself how to do Blender, not only so I can start making cyber faces in 2K, but also because I got some big stuff coming up. You know what I'm saying? The video I'm going to be referencing is none other than the Blender Guru. If you know, you know. He's the GOAT, bro. Because there is no chat. There's nobody in here.
Around in this space, and you can orbit by middle mouse pushing. So your scroll wheel, if you just push it in until it clicks, that's your middle mouse button. And then if you just drag that around, you can orbit. It's numpad period, and that'll just fly you to that. If you don't have a numpad, like even a lot of
period. Okay, so let's say I'm over here. Ooh, okay, numpad period.
You're making a lamp post, you might start with a cylinder. We're starting, well, we're trying to make a donut, so we need to start with a torus, which is basically a donut. Look at that. So that's cool.
Boom,
it's
right there.
Wimpy looking donut though, right? It's very, very flimsy. We want to make it look more thicker, right? So in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little box that says add torus, and this has additional options for us. But I'm going to increase the other one to about, yeah, let's go 18.
Why does it do that? Why when I press Control Z, it get rid of it, like why?
So we need to add in a new object, which if you can remember from before,
Shift A.
The add menu at the top there, or the hotkey as I like to use, Shift A.
You got it.
Underneath mesh, you're looking for something that most resembles the object you're trying to create.
Cylinder.
No prizes for guessing. The cylinder. The axis you want to move it on.
X.
So that's the X axis. The Y brings it back and forwards, and the
Z
is up and down. Okay, it's 1 to do vertices select, 2 to do edge select, and then 3 to do face select. Again, make sure you get my keyboard shortcut guide because it's a lot to remember. So I want to select the top of this cup here. It's got a lid on it that I don't want. So in face select mode, selecting that face, I'm going to hit X.
Yes, sir.
Now it's going to ask me, what part do you want to delete? Which might sound redundant,
only faces?
But there is quite a lot
faces,
of times
right?
in Blender you want to delete, even though you've selected a bunch of faces, you want to delete the entire vertices of those faces. So we have to confirm we want to delete just the faces from this list. And there we go. Your add modifier, generate subdivision surface. So yeah, all the way down there. You use it subdivision all the time, but it's like buried in there. Okay, so subdivision surface. So this appears to have like screwed up the mesh. It's like, whoa, what actually happened there? Let's just increase the levels viewport. So this is just increasing the number of times that it doubles the geometry. And then I'm just sliding it along until it's, you know, roughly about there at the.
Okay, we'll come back here. We'll do Control R again. Put it there. Now we're dropping it to about 63. Boom.
Faces that are made up of 4 vertices. This is getting complicated, I can tell. It knows what to do. It makes it like nice.
My question is, how, like, for the people that have mastered Blender, how the fuck do you know this? Like, how did you learn about like the face and the vertices and all this? Like who taught you? Is it just trial and error or like what? You know?
Smooth. But the moment you have a face that is made up of more than 4 vertices, it's called an n-gon. And it doesn't really know what to do with it. I mean, it does, but you don't know what it's going to do. And it just can make things look a little ugly. N-gon is kind of like a dirty word in 3D space. It's called inset, to take a single face and then just like add in a loop around that face. And you do that by hitting I. So I, and then just like it's already active. Again, this is the way, this is why I spent a while to explain it. The moment you activate a tool, you're already in that selection state. So I hit I, and wherever my cursor is, it's now going like, where do you want to put this inset? Okay. So I'm just moving it back and forth until I get it. You know, how tight do I want this edge to look? Something like that, maybe. I mean, it's underneath the coffee mug. It doesn't really matter. It's the best way to do it because, you know, if a client wants you to change something or whatnot, keeping in a flexible workflow is definitely a good place to be. Okay, so we have created the start of a coffee mug, and we have also created a donut. Good time to save.
When we started this 28 minutes ago, we ain't have nothing on this plane. Now look. We got something. We got something, bro. Looking forward to this. Yeah, bro. This is fire.